Hey, what's up, guys? I hope you had a great 2019 because mine was pretty okay from a hiking standpoint. I've only got 6 nights of overnight backpacking in, which was my lowest total since 2010, my first year backpacking. So a little bit disappointing from that perspective, but on the other side, I got a lot of fishing in. There's a lot more opportunities to fish, which is another one of my hobbies. Bought a kayak, really enjoyed getting out there on the lake and doing a lot of fishing this year. I actually got 110 days of fishing in, so it's really nice to kind of focus on and kind of nurture some of my other hobbies. But there really aren't a lot of opportunities to hike locally for me, so that's kind of a drawback. But I set some personal goals for myself, and I made some really good progress this year. I'm actually halfway to the goal I set for myself for 2021 before I go on my big hike, which I know I haven't shared a whole lot with you yet, but I promise I'll have some updates on that coming soon. But like I said, I made some really good progress on my goal, and because I made that progress this year, I feel more comfortable in taking some time off next year and doing some hiking that I really didn't initially plan on up till a few weeks ago. So I'll get right to it. My plans for 2020, I'll be hiking the Grand Enchantment Trail in spring. So I'm really excited about that. The Grand Enchantment Trail runs from Phoenix, Arizona to Albuquerque, New Mexico. It's a 770-mile route. Right now, I believe 20 people or so a year attempt it. Should take about 45 days. Should be pretty awesome, really. There's not a whole lot of information on it outside of the amazing guide that's available by simplicity.com or .net. It's the founder of the Grand Enchantment Trail, the creator of it. Yeah, it goes through deserts, mountains, canyons filled with water and that kind of thing. Get to go through the Gila Wilderness again, which I absolutely loved on the CDT, and get to do the West Fork Gila River this time as opposed to the Middle Fork Gila River on the CDT. So that'll be really cool. It's supposed to be a similar type experience in the canyon, and again, I'm just super pumped about that. And one of the reasons why I want to do this hike in the spring, not only for obviously the fun and just the adventure of it, is to kind of dial in my gear a little bit more. I'm going to be making a lot of gear changes and trying to get my base weight a little bit lower before my 2021 hike. So it's a chance to kind of test this gear out, see how it does on the trail, and give me one additional chance later on in the year to refine those changes in my next hike. And the second hike I have planned for 2020 is going to be in the summer, maybe July or August timeframe. And I'm trying to get Katie and Hopeful, who hiked with me on the CDT last year, to join me for this one. It's a little bit of a reunion type experience in the winds. Ooh. So 3 weeks in the Wind River Range is what we're shooting for. And the idea is to start in the south and hike north, either on the east or the west side of the divide, up to DuBois. Should be about 10 days, was for us last year, and resupply there, and then hike the other 10 days south on the other side of the divide. So in that way you get basically the full experience of the winds, just seeing north to south, both sides of the divide. I think it'd be a really cool experience. Looks to be about 250 to 275 miles if I have to guess, but I really haven't pinned down an actual route yet. Pretty early in the route creation phase with that. Likely I won't work on it for a little while. I mean, I've got the Grand Enchantment Trail to think about, as well as my 2021 hike that really consumes the majority of my time when it comes to hiking stuff at this time, planning and mapping and things like that. So that's something to think about for the next year and keep me busy then. But so that's it. That's my plans for 2020. Should be about 65 days of hiking between the Grand Enchantment Trail and the trip in the Wind River Range. So not a 165 like on CDT, but still a pretty good year considering all the other things I have going on and my goals and focus for the next year. So I'm really happy with the way this has turned out. Well, now you know what I'm up to for 2020. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think, and let me know what you're up to this year. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.